Said a very nice my boy. God damn it, to bring you new motherfucking chicken looking commentary today. Today you're watching a meltdown gameplay between us and the top amateur team known as Impulse. This is from about a week and a half ago. This was a gameplay I've had for quite some time. Well, it wasn't really quite some time, but it was a decent long. And today I want to talk to you guys about being 100% real. And just a matter of fact of always keeping it 100, because I feel over the years I've really matured into a nice young man, and I always keep it real no matter what goes on in any situation. So I'm gonna start getting getting into everything I want to talk to you guys about. First off, I think that you should never let anything get to you, or never how can I say this? Never ever try to feel sorry for somebody or anybody, or don't ever try to let a person bring you down, because at any given time somebody can make your day happy. It was a couple years ago, and I was in elementary school. I was in about fourth grade. I had a friend of mine come to tell me that my mom was raped. Now, when he came to tell me this, I was like, I didn't know how to react. I just froze. Cause I knew that my mom lived that type of lifestyle, like that drunk lifestyle, and anything can happen when she's drunk. She's an alcoholic, and most of you may know I'm adopted by my grandma. So when my friend had told me that, it almost had scarred me. That he told me that she was raped in the house. Like, I didn't know how to think about it. Like, I was like, he told me this in the middle of school. So think like as in you're like a kid. Like, and think you have like a friend that you know, like telling you that your mom was raped. Like, so that whole day I was pretty much sad for the majority of the most part. And then this girl I had a crush on, like, she usually never spoke to me or never acknowledged me, but for some reason to this day that she made my day. She had said hi to me and waved, and I don't know, like that at that time, like, I guess that was important to me, because I was a little kid, and plus I was going through like I guess kind of a hard time. So that helped me a lot. Like, so basically, just the majority of that is just to always try to stay positive if you can, and at any given time, so someone can make you happy. So don't try to ever let things get to you, no matter how hard that they could be. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is just overlooking life. Like, that's one of the things that I see most people do is they overlook life and they don't really take life as the big opportunity as they should. I mean, life, like, you can do a lot of things in life. I know there's some people who aren't using all their talents, and or just have had a lot of bad luck. Like the people who are bums and crackers, thought you shouldn't make fun of them. Like, they just had the wrong path. I mean, I do agree that some people like have the choice to make their decisions, but I also feel that some people or just have really bad timing, or just unfortunate people. I mean, I was glad to be fortunate to be adopted by my mom. If I wasn't, I was put up for adoption. So I'm sure if I wasn't adopted by her, I wouldn't even be making this commentary for you guys right now. Is that both my parents signed away their parental rights. If you don't know what parental rights are the papers that your parents have to sign to keep custody of you, and my mom and my dad both signed their way, and I was given away to the state, and the state was going to put me in a foster care home, but luckily my grandma cared too much about me and didn't want to see that happen, so she adopted me. I can't thank her enough for that. That without her, I wouldn't know where I would be, or if I would still be alive or anything. I'm not saying it to be negative. It's just how life is. That you can never know what can happen. Anything can happen at any given time. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is about being a male in this day and age. Like, a male only has three options to be successful. Either find a really good job, which is kind of hard, or sell drugs, which I thought about. I'll get back to that in a couple seconds. Or play sports, which I did. Now, selling drugs, I thought about it more than once. The most recent time was in my 11th grade year of high school, because like, in Pittsburgh, it's really hard trying to find a job, and it started to get to me, and I wanted money. I got tired of asking my grandma for stuff, and depending on her to help me get things. So I was going to sell drugs. By drugs, I mean I was going to sell weed, probably D-bags. I don't know if I was going to do crack or anything like that, because I was still at a very young age, but I know what to do. Like, I can get put on pretty easy, or I can get like my weed plant, I can get everything started. My dad sells that. I have friends who put me on, so I thought about it, but I decided not to take that path when I just remember how big of a chance I had to play football. So I was glad I made the decision, because I have a friend who is doing life now. I grew up with for one count charge of murder, and I think the other count is like drug possession or something like that. So that's a decision that you need to highly think if you want to take that path. That drug path isn't always the right path for everybody. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is being lame in high school. Like, being lame in high school, like, it really doesn't mean that you're lame. Like, just being a lame pretty much means that you really don't have any friends. So I don't never could see anybody as a lame. I mean, even the people that you consider lame in high school, they still have friends somehow, but they just don't have the same friends that you majority have. I was a lame I once in elementary, and then I had a cousin who had changed me. I used to wear like Skechers and stuff. I used to wear like Reebok, like no name brand, like shirts. I used to be kind of a lame. Like, I would have some Jordans like this time, but like it wasn't like nothing like swaggy. So I was a lame at a point, and then my cousin helped me. He helped me get out of that. He helped me, like, show me like what was the brands to wear, and ever since he did that, I just took off with it. I flew, and then I really started to become popular in middle school in 8th grade. That's where I started really talking to everybody. That's where I really started getting it. Like, that's where I really started like just branding myself, and even as a student in high school, as a person somebody knew. So that was pretty cool. The next thing I wanted, my main topic is to don't eat with people that you don't start with. Basically, the saying is don't eat with friends you ain't start with. And basically, that saying means if you didn't like start from the bottom with somebody, then don't bring them like to the top with you. So basically, if you're in the family, and you had like people that you never heard of, or people that you know in high school that you never talked to, and they supposedly like try to come and hit you up after you're in NFL, that means that they just want to use you for the money. So don't eat with people that you ain't starved with. I hate people that try to be gold diggers. Like that's just not cool. I mean, if you didn't help me reach my success, then don't talk to me when I'm here. Will Smith said a quote like that. He said when you're absent during my success, don't expect to be present during, he said when you're absent during my struggle, don't expect to be present during my success. And that's real. The next thing I want to talk to you about is girls flashing money. Like, most of you dudes I see like post pictures of you flashing money. You think that flashing money really wants to is really going to get you somewhere? You flashing money is not going to get you nowhere. That's just going to get you. It's not doing anything for you. Like, you think them girls are going to want you for that? No, that's not the case. They're just going to use you for your money. So just keep that in mind. Next two things I'm going to talk about is being black in society today. Being black obviously shortens a lot of your opportunities, because there are a lot of prejudice and racist people still in the world. Most jobs are racist. I always thought it was hard for me to get a job. I don't know if it's because my first name isn't like a white type of name. It's kind of like a Muslim name. But my name was supposed to be Rashid, but my mom didn't like the D, so she changed it and put an N. That's how I got Rashid. And I started thinking about it. My name is kind of black, so I've always wondered if that is the case where I don't get a lot of jobs. Like I said, there are like prejudice, like there are like a lot of prejudiced people in this world, and being black does shorten your opportunities. As if you're a white, like I'm not being racist, but white people know that it's easier for them to survive in society than it is for a black man. Bomb dropped. Now, the next two things the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is being depressed. Now, most of you who've known me for a couple years have always asked, recently asked, what's wrong with me? Why don't I really talk anymore? Why am I not like the old me? Why am I not really bubbly? So I'm going to tell you guys what's wrong. Leading up to me going to college, that year, like in my senior year in high school, all I thought about was football. All I did was train. All I did was watch films. All I did was study players. I watched Darrell Reeves every single game. he played on TV. I watched his highlights. I did everything that involved around football and the mentality of football. All I wanted to do was play football ever since my great granddad died. My great granddad was the male figure I had in my life. Like I said, I didn't have a dad ever in my life until I started playing football. What a coincidence! And then that's when he started to come around. So my great granddad was the one who introduced me to football. He passed away when I was in the 8th grade. I never cried so much in my life. I just didn't understand. And then to see my grandma cry, to lose her dad, it was just a hurtful sight. But he's the one that showed me football, so he's like the main reason why I really wanted to start playing football. But basically, just leading up to my senior year, all I did was just train. And then so I finally got to go to college. Now most of you know my situation as a high school student, how my coaches screwed me over. So when I got to college, all I did was want to play football, and I tried on for the Akron football team. Now the trials were a 2-day process. The first day that you really don't do anything but stretch and stuff, and then the second day that you come in, that you do some positional work, and you also do your 40, and then you also do like some stretches and sprints. Now I've looked at everybody on the football team because you had the opportunity to see them day one when you go there, but there was nobody really as big as I was, or really bigger than me. So I tried out for the Akron football team. A week later, they posted who made the cut. I didn't make the cut, but I was shocked because the coach even personally told me that out of all the cornerbacks there, I had the best footwork. But so after I didn't find out I made it, I was so hurt that I actually cried. Yeah, you can judge me for however you want. I put my heart into football, so to me to get turned down no, as I get told no a lot, that hurt my pride. So basically, I called. The coach told me I was a couple pounds too light, which was stupid because they could always added weight on me. So that was the main reason why I didn't make the football team. It hurt me so much, and I went into depression because of it, and I didn't have nobody to comfort. So that's basically why I'm not the same no more, because that's pretty much it. I went into a depression. It was like this. You may think it's dumb, but there is nothing more important to me than football. Just cause that's mostly what I've put my heart into. It was like I didn't understand. Like I did everything right. I ran a good 40. I ran like a 4.5, 4.6, but I was only a freshman and I didn't have no cleats on, so that's not too bad. I did perfect corner work. We had to go against wide receivers 1-on-1. I didn't let my receiver get off the line. I was excellent, and even the coach told me I had the best footwork, so I just still didn't understand. So that had me depressed. The main reason it got me depressed was just because I've always worked hard for everything I do, and I've always told no. Like every time I try to get a job, it seemed like people get them so easy, and it takes me forever. And that stuff comes back to hurt you like in a while. Like that really hurts you, like your pride, when you put all your all into something and all it does is just fail you. So that's the main reason why I haven't been the same. I mean, I'm starting to get over it now. I don't think I probably won't fully get over it until I play football again, just cause I know I have the talent. I was screwed out of my chance to actually get a scholarship and not walk on. So I thank my coaches for that. That was being sarcastic right there. But so that's basically it. So that all you people that have been wondering why I haven't been the same me, that's why, because now you figure why that my pride was struck, and I was hurt. The only person I told was my grandma. Plus I used to always like growing up, I used to always cry to my grandma, like asking her why didn't my parents want me like that. Like that was one of the most hurtful things in the world, knowing that your mom and your dad literally signed the parental rights saying that they did not want you, and that your dad denied you as his kid, and your mom just didn't want nothing to do with you after carrying you for them 9 months. Like that hurts. Just try to live in my shoes. That's all I have to say. It's good fucking dad.